And hello, hello, hello. Who all's out there? And can you hear me? Let's see. Let's take a little roll call here. Got Amanda Kane, Amanda Stewart, Anita Reinhardt, Michael Smith, Pop Culture Intelligence Agency, Beaumont X, Kyle Dubs. What's up, Kyle? Stephanie Harding, Carrie Neves or Nevis, DT Smith. Hears me loud and clear. Good deal, man. Is this 9-inch nails polite? Would you at least let me know if I'm saying that right? Because I've always wondered that. There's Paula, Aaron, SmokeScreen, Chris. What's up? Hoonjive, my man. What's going on, brother? AA Ron, Josh Novasad, Will Carter, Paul Davis. What is going on, guys? Man, I really have some stuff to tell you guys. Since last week, last Sunday night when I was streaming and Chris was streaming, I don't know if you guys could tell something might have been wrong with me, but I was having chest pains really bad. And went to bed that night and I was trying to, it felt like my heart was beating out of my chest because I was getting anxious, about the pain. It was a dull pressure right in my sternum and it was driving me crazy, man. I was starting to get nervous because honestly, heart attacks, they run in my family like crazy, man. My dad had a heart attack at 50. His dad had at least 10 heart attacks in his life. He had a massive heart attack the year before I was born, and then he had another massive heart attack in '91 that actually killed him. But in between, he had all these little heart attacks, and so I'm nervous when I have anything to do with my chest. I get nervous. So I laid in bed that night and I was trying to, think like, okay, James, just breathe easy, man. Just, you can do this, man. It's nothing but anxiety. So I woke up the next morning, chest was still hurting, went to work, sat at my desk for about an hour and a half, and it was still there. And I'm thinking, man, people my age, they have these out of the blue heart attacks and die, so I need to go get checked out. Well, I went and went to the ER, drove myself to the ER, and I didn't come home for 2 days. They kept me overnight. They didn't like my EKG results, and so they kept me overnight, monitored me all night, and the next day I had to do a stress test. If you don't know what that is, it's they hook you to all these monitors and they run you on a treadmill and they try to get your heart rate up to like 85% of its max, and the whole time they're monitoring your heart. Well, in my case, they did find that the bottom of my heart was shooting an electric pulse when it shouldn't. They called it bigeminy, and they said it was nothing to worry about, although, hell, I worried about it, can't help but worry about it. But it all boils down to depression and anxiety, So they gave me some medicine, and it took a few days off and trying to adjust to the medicines they gave me. But I just wanted to share that, guys, with you and let you know, when I bitch about my job, you'll hear Chris say James's job, this and that, it sucks or whatever. It's not that the job itself sucks. I love it. You know, I have a lot of experience in this field, so I'm the perfect guy to be behind the desk where I'm at. It's just at this point in my life, I can't deal with stress anymore. You know, putting out fires, I used to be really good at that, but now it's like I've gotten so, I don't know, analytic. I mean, I have to have a list at the start of my day, check the things off, and then at the end of the day, if my list is checked off, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I did a good job. So anyway, it's not like that there. I mean, you can think you're having a good day, and then out of the blue, bam, 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 these things have to be done now, and it's just really demanding. And for some reason, I can't handle it like I used to. I used to be able to roll the punches really good, so I got all this anxiety built up in me, and I hate going to that place because I know every day it's going to be some new challenge. But anyway, I just put that out there because I know I saw a couple comments last week where they were saying, you know, James is falling asleep or whatever. But nah, man, I was having chest pains, and I still do. And that's the weird thing about it. So even with this medicine, I still feel that there. So I don't know if my head's, you know, got me convinced that I'm having issues. But anyway, so my son and I were out today, and he suggested that I do something fun with you guys, and it's this freaking game called Being Boozled. And if you haven't heard of it, it's by the jelly bean company Jelly Bellies. Jelly Belly jelly beans, and they make great jelly beans, of course, but this box here, it has these fake flavored jelly beans in there that are so gross. So what you do is you would spin this spinner, and it'll land on a certain color jelly bean. Well, when you get that jelly bean, it could either be a wonderful flavor, or it could be a flavor like spoiled milk, dead fish, rotten egg, toothpaste, canned dog food, barf, booger, moldy cheese, stinky socks, and lawn clippings. So that's what I'm up against here. So I said, well, man, let's this would be a good time for, man, let's you guys get to know me personally. So I'm gonna say you guys can ask me any question you like about myself to to get to know me. Now, if it's really personal and I'm scared to answer the thing, I'll spin this thing and eat one of these jelly beans. I have this bucket right here if it gets too bad, and I have me a drink here. Let me pop that. But I thought this would be really cool, man. I'd love for you guys to get to know me, and anything's on the table except like you know, my personal information, address, social security number, things like that. So I've said my spiel. Let me look through the comments here and see what you guys think here. Oh Lord. Paula, I will not barf on camera. I have a pretty stainless steel stomach, to be honest with you. I was raised really poor, and so I can eat about any damn thing. So here we go. No Ocean Mist. I'm not drinking Sundrop. I'm drinking another local drink called Cheerwine, which is actually my favorite drink. You know, Chris at SmokeScreen, he loves Sundrop, but Cheerwine's my favorite. It's a cherry flavored drink. Yeah, I'm telling you, 9 Inch Nails, the dead fish, when I saw that, I'm so scared. I am so scared. All right. Oh, see, Amanda Duncan says she understands what I'm going through. You know, and that's another thing. I said heart attacks run in my family. Listen, anxiety runs in my family. My mom was involved in a car wreck when I was in 9th grade, and it was a really souped up Z28 Camaro. There was some drinking going on. The driver went out on a country road trying to show off for these two ladies. One was my best friend's mom. One was my mom. The car rolled. my buddy's mom was ejected and the car landed on top of her and killed her. From that moment on, my mom turned into a hermit and never left the house again. I mean, she would only go to like doctor's appointments, and I had to threaten her to come to my wedding when I got married. I had to threaten her to, you know, never talk to her again to get her to come to the birth of my children to the hospital. But bless her heart, she was trapped. She was so anxious. And I remember right before she died in 2010. She was only 52 years old. She said, I took her out, and she was thirsty. So I swung into a store to get her a drink from a drink machine, and she saw me put a dollar bill in it, and she started crying because she had never seen a drink machine that accepted paper money. You know, that's how little she left her house. And that was really an eye-opening moment for me. So I hope I don't get that bad. But I'm telling you guys, this anxiety, it feels like you're not in control of your body. It almost makes you feel less than or weak. I mean, I don't know what it is. Hopefully we can get this straightened out. But somebody asked me a good question here. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Okay, here's one. Kyle Dubs says, what was the best moment of your life? Okay, I'll be honest with you, and this is terrible. I have 2 kids and love them both to death, but it was the birth of my daughter, the first one. You know, that you know, it sucks for my son because when he was born, I had already been there and done that, and it was still incredible. But just that when I first held my baby girl in my hands, and I could look at her and see me in her, and knew I had made this, and you know, I was in there for the delivery, and you know, just to tell you the funny thing, man, she started crowning, and so I'm like, okay, there's the head. Damn, you know, it's not going to be too bad. It's a tiny head. Hell no. It was just a cone on top of the head. A whole big head came out after that. I was like, oh my God. See, that sets you back on your heels, but then, you know, there she is, man, and you hold her for the first time. That absolutely, bar none, greatest moment of my life. Felt like a dream for about 2 or 3 days. And the cool thing was, she was born 2 days before my birthday. I was born May 27th, and she came on May 25th. So she came home from the hospital on my birthday that year. So that was the best birthday gift I could get. Okay. So now my daughter's 18 years old, and just fantastic little girl. So here we go. Let's see. Okay, Amanda Stewart, what is your favorite music? Okay, overall, my favorite kind of music is classic rock, but my favorite band, hands down, is Fleetwood Mac. And I love Fleetwood Mac because, first off, there's 3 singers, you know. You got Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, and Christine McVie. They all sing well. So you could put a Fleetwood Mac album on and hear so many different kinds of songs. You know, where some artists, they have the same singer, you put them on and they start sounding the same over time. But I love Fleetwood Mac. Funny story, I wore a Fleetwood Mac Rumors album cover t-shirt to Ozfest in like 2001 or something, and that Black Sabbath headline with Ozzy, and my friends were like, "You're gonna get killed wearing that Fleetwood Mac shirt to Ozfest." Man, I got so many compliments on that shirt. But yeah, Fleetwood Mac, followed closely by Tom Petty and Bob Seger. My life, I like to say, the soundtrack to my life would be Bob Seger songs. So here we go. I'm ready to eat one. Let's see. Shannon, SL311. Do you know or like Steel Panther? Yes, I do. Is that I could be wrong here. I better check it out. I better check out Steel Panther before I say anything. I was about to bust out singing and I might be wrong. Okay, Steph Snow says, James, what is your astrological sign? Celebrity crush. Good questions. I am a Gemini. I'm May 27th, and I think I fit the Gemini description to a T. And my favorite celebrity crush. Let's see. All right, I have two. I really love Jennifer Aniston. I really, really do. She's everybody's celebrity crush, but I'm going to go back a little bit on you because, you know, I do kind of like older women a little bit. I always have. Susan Sarandon. She kills me. And just something about her. Something about her. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Amanda Kane. Melisandre under the table. Honey, they know you're down there. Quit making noise. Let's see. All right, so hell, I'm going to spin this thing. Let's look at this party started real quick. And it's going to land on, damn, right on the line. Right on the line again. Come on, baby. All right, this is going to be strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. I'm terrified. Here we go. Let me make sure I get the right one. Here it is. Yeah, I think this matches. Holy shit. It was the smoothie. I got lucky. Bring it on. Bring it on. Damn, that was really, really good, too. Okay. Here we go. Don't flounder, James. Just do it. Yeah, I bet I will instantly know it's dead fish. I'm going to spin this thing again. Because you guys can't ask me anything I can't answer, so I may as well just eat these in front of you. Okay, this is going to be tutti frutti or stinky socks. So let's see. Where are you at? I don't see one that looks like that. It's all different. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Tutti frutti or stinky socks right here, boys and girls. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. That's tutti frutti. Steph Snow says, James, what would your last meal be? Now, I have thought about that before. Like, say, I wound up on death row, and they gave me, you know, that menu. You could get anything you want for your last meal. I'm going to go with a ribeye, cooked medium well, with, this is so cheap sounding, I know, but steak fries, and you know those cheap dinner rolls you get that have the 3 lines in the top? They're flat like a muffin, but those toasted with a little butter on them. And I would probably, for my last drink on earth, it would probably be, even though I love cheer wine, just because I think I would have to do a Coca-Cola. And for dessert, banana pudding. So how's that? All right. And here we go. Okay, Kyle Johnson, did you play any sports? I did, Kyle. I was raised pretty poor, so I was, I wasn't putting on teams as a young kid, but I love sports, of course. I played Little League Baseball. I played Babe Ruth League Baseball. Tried out in junior high school for a baseball team, and I was cut. I wrestled. I was a pretty decent wrestler in junior high. And when I got to high school, I had turned into a long hair. So I went out for wrestling, and the coach said you couldn't have long hair, and I cared too much about it. It was pride got in my way, so I didn't wrestle. So I took boxing lessons as a senior in high school, and then went to the beach to party and never went back to another lesson. But I love boxing. I love baseball, and I do believe I could have been a really good baseball player. All right. Here's a good one. Kyle Dubb says, James, if you could choose how to kick the bucket before your natural time, how would you go? All right. Holy hell. I think I'm a wuss. Okay, I'm not into any kind of dangerous shit. So I'm gonna say, are you asking me how I would commit suicide? I'd probably either pop pills or do the hose pipe from the muffler into my car. But of course, I'd love to die in the arms of a lady who loved me. I would love that. All right, so here we go. Lala Gig says, sing me a song. Oh my God. I'm going to spin on that, Lala. Juicy Pear or Boogers? Here we go. This is Juicy Pear or Boogers. That's fucking Boogers. It's Boogers, man.
Oh, sorry.
That's rough. Tastes like you would think a booger would taste. Oh my God. I'm going to spin it again just to try to get that taste out of my mouth. Okay, it's back to that damn dead fish or strawberry smoothie. I got lucky the first time. Let's go 2 for 2 here on this. All right, here it is. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. I think the booger's drowning it out a little bit, but it's got to be the smoothie. There ain't no fish there.
You only got one bad one.
I'm lucky at this, man. All right. Give me a question, guys. Give me a question. I was talking with a friend of mine. Said a woman had hurt his pride. Told him if she loved him so and turn around, let him go. Then he said, you better watch your step or you're gonna get hurt yourself. Someone's gonna tell you lies, cut you down to size. Don't do me like that. All right, there's your song, damn it. Give me something else here. Ha! I told you the doctors had me on some meds, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to warm y'all up before me and Chris go on. All right. Give me an Ignites lighter. That's awesome. Oh, hell. Okay, Sharon Martin says fire or ice? Ice. Ice. Oh, shit, I answered that too quick. Not ice because... Ooh, Carol Brown's got a good question on deck. Not ice because of the Night King. I'm sorry. I was kind of answering ice because I like the North. I like above the wall, right below the wall. I like Winterfell. I would like to be a wildling or live there in Winterfell. I don't know. I am home, Marco Minko. And I am not drunk. All right, so let's see. Paula, strip show Kyle Dubs, answer his question. Hold on, let me get to Carol Brown's. Carol Brown's favorite sports memory, and this is going to blow your mind. All right. Now, this is not, not live, but I've seen a lot of cool things on television, memories. Like I remember seeing Doug Flutie throw the Hail Mary against Miami. Remember seeing Dennis Eckersley get a home run hit off of him by Kirk Gibson when Kirk Gibson was all hobbled on it, and it was his only at bat of the whole World Series, and he won that game for the Dodgers. Live, we have this really big rivalry in football, high school football here where we live, the two neighboring towns. It's been going on for 80 years or something, and it's the biggest game of the year always. And I was there when a last-second touchdown was my senior year, and it was last second, no time on the clock. The ball was tipped, and our receiver caught it halfway out of the end zone. That was my favorite live sports moment until I watched my son play basketball, YMCA basketball, and he hit his first shot. And he wasn't one of the best players on the team, so I didn't even expect him to play. He started, it was his first game, and they put him at center. He's not even the tallest kid. And somebody passed the ball to him right as the buzzer was getting ready to sound, and he banked it off the backboard, and it went in, and I was screaming till I was hoarse, tears running down my eyes. That was my favorite sports memory. It just overrode all of them. I'll never forget seeing him pump his hands and scream. That was so cool, so cool. Kyle Dubs, have you ever given a woman a strip show? I absolutely have. Now, I'm no Magic Mike. There was a lot of humor involved, but I have. And I will again. Let me get this arrow and get live here. All right. Here we go. Oh, Bo Baratheon, you missed that question earlier. My favorite musician or band is Fleetwood Mac, hands down. Now, I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I mean, I like all classic rock, but Fleetwood Mac's my favorite. And I think Lindsey Buckingham doesn't get the respect he deserves as a guitarist. I think he's one of the best guitarists alive today. All right. Okay. Maester in Training says, have you ever given Chris a strip show?
Oh,
well, there's a funny story about that. We were in here one night having fun with the cameras, and we were playing, making up skits and like acting and trying to seriously act. Well, my bit was I was going to go outside on the porch and knock on the door. I was going to be this homeless guy asking for change. They didn't know, what my angle was. I didn't tell them, so nobody could be prepared with their responses, and we could get some film of them fresh reacting and rolling with the punches with what I was doing. Well, I'm out there. It's like 3 a.m. and it's 30 degrees outside. So they're getting ready in here, and I said, shit. I heard him say, action. So I knocked on the door, and I had stripped completely down to nothing and tucked my junk like Buffalo Bob on Silence of the Lambs. Standing there. I'd fuck me. You know that scene? Yeah, and I could hear cut really quick when they answered the door. But yeah, so I did do that. All right, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I don't know why it sticks on the same ones all the time, but let's do this. There's some pretty dark burgundy ones in here I want to try. I don't see any though. I think I got the only, nope, here he is. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks right here. I'm so lucky.
Well, you only got one bad one.
Steph Snow, James, you can invite any 3 people, alive or dead, to dinner. Who would they be? All right, this might trip you out. I'm gonna do Elvis Presley. I'm a big Elvis Presley fan. Let's do Nolan Ryan. That's embarrassing. I know he's not that important to everybody, but to me, I always grew up a Nolan Ryan fan, baseball pitcher. So I'm gonna have Elvis, Nolan Ryan, and I know he just died, but Hugh Hefner. I would take Hugh Hefner. I would love to pick his brain, man. I've always been fascinated. I actually have some books on Hugh Hefner that I read. I always dug Hugh Hefner. All right, here we go. Oh, Robert, I like those. John Wayne just crossed my mind too when I was thinking of that. Okay. Favorite alcohol drink? Easy. I am a White Russian guy. Just like the dude from The Big Lebowski. I just always have since the 90s. I always loved White Russians. Followed by 7 and 7, and I guess that's a worldwide thing. It's not just here, but that's Seagram's 7 and 7 Up. Drank a lot of that too. All right, so let's see. Oh, you do, Chris. All right, well let me spin one. This is for SmokeScreen.
No, that was from Kyle. Kyle was asking this rig.
This is going to be coconut or spoiled milk right here.
Ooh.
Coconut or spoiled milk. Bring it on. That is. I've had spoiled milk. They nailed that. You gotta get it out of your teeth.
Oh.
How do they come up with these flavors? That is clabbered milk. If you've ever smelled a carton of milk that's old, that's what that tastes exactly like right there. Oh, and it's coming through my nose.
Oh, I'm glad I'm in this game.
Oh, that's rough. Okay. One more. Let's try it. I want to get the canned dog food one. Okay, back to the strawberry smoothie or dead fish. That's the third one. I'm going to skip that one. Let me start it from a different way. It's like it's weighted. How are all my spins? Here we go. This is lime or grass or lawn clippings. Lime or lawn clippings.
It can't be that bad.
That's what I was thinking. It's not lime, but it's like spoiled milk still, overriding. I think I just ate lawn clippings, but that milk is still in my mouth. Okay. Give me some other. Give me favorite Halloween movie. Now, I think you're talking about the Halloween franchise and not just a movie to watch at Halloween. My favorite Halloween movie would probably be, I love what Rob Zombie did with it, but my favorite would be the original Halloween 2. And I'll tell you why. I was in a hospital when I was 10 years old, and for some reason I was left overnight by myself, and all I had was Halloween 2, the book, and I read that. Well, Halloween 2 takes place in a damn hospital, and I'm 10 years old reading this thing, couldn't put it down, and terrified, absolutely terrified. When the nurses would come check on me, I would have a panic attack. That's probably why I have anxiety now. But yeah, I love what Rob Zombie has done with that. I really love the first one. All right, here we go. Question: favorite epic camping trip memory or something happened? Okay. All right, Chris and I went camping, and Chris is a bit of a prospector, and he has this spot where you have to trek over a mile through this rough-ass path, carrying all this gear. Because, I mean, he's got sluice boxes and everything, and you got to pack it all up and carry it in these buckets in your backpack, and you're about dead when you get there. Well, if you're anywhere, if you're kind of regular, so to speak, as far as going to the bathroom, you know, you kind of got to get up early and get moving a little bit and let it happen and then go on about your day. Well, we got up early and just shot out there to that damn trail. Well, by the time I got down there to where the creek was and we were getting ready to do this, well, it hit me. You know, I started getting those pains, and I knew there's no way I'm walking all the way back up through there, getting in his car and driving to the nearest bathhouse. So it was going to have to happen right there. Now, here's the problem. You know, I leaned my back against a tree, you know, kind of squatted and leaned my back against a tree. But when I was done, the whole time I'm scared shitless there's going to be a bear. And Chris has the gun, you know, because we were in the deep, deep forest. And basically I went back to camp with one sock on. That's my favorite. That's my favorite camping story. That was a miserable time because I have to have socks, man. Somebody said something about Brokeback Mountain. No, I cannot quit Chris. I just can't quit him. All right. Oh, Amanda Duncan question: cats or dogs? You know, I used to despise cats, and I used to be really afraid of dogs. The older I've gotten, the more I have absolutely fallen in love with dogs and really like cats. I would take a dog over a cat, but there are some cats, and there's one here that lives outside named Cody. I love that cat to death. Okay. So here we go. Give me, I got to watch the time here. Where are we at? 10:14? Yeah, I'll take a few more good questions. Truth or dare? Is it true that you and Chris have a safety meeting every time y'all go stretch during a live stream? It's okay to plead the fifth. Hashtag prototype.
Pretty close.
I'll plead the fifth and spin the wheel real quick for you on that one. I've already had Booger, damn it. I don't want Booger again. Let's do peach or barf. Peach or barf. I think this is the right one. Ain't it? There wasn't peach in it. It wasn't barf. If it was barf, they're way off target. It was just a jelly bean of nothingness. I want to get one that's going to knock my damn socks off. Screw it. I'm going to keep trying for this dead fish one. Because that's the one that's got me the scaredest of all of them. All right, here we go. Strawberry, banana smoothie, or dead fish. No, I'm too lucky. Oh, I know what I'll do. These stand out like a sore thumb. I'm going to do, this is going to be chocolate pudding or canned dog food. Chocolate pudding. Let me mix another one. Canned dog food or chocolate pudding? This must be a bad batch. The milk was the worst. That's 2 chocolate puddings. They're saying let Chris pick them for me.
Just do them both.
All right. Oh, did it really? 9 Inch Nails Polite said I should send you my box. It had all the bad ones. Hell, if I eat all these brown ones, one of them's got to be dog food. Ooh! I found another. Tutti Frutti that I didn't think I had. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I cannot get a bad one, guys. This is such a letdown. All right, give me. Yeah, you would have thrown up with the milk, especially when I exhaled it through my nose and could taste it. All right, so give me a good question, guys. Give me a good question. I'm ready. Why are you having tully beans? That's funny, Carol. I'm gonna try another dog food or chocolate pudding. Linda H., why would you say you're never playing cards with me? My poker face? You think I'm really eating shitty ones and not letting on? Oh, here's a good question. Maester in Training says, James, have you ever dated the same girl as Chris? I have not. And I'll tell you why. Chris has only had one girlfriend his whole life. No, just never have. Never have. Okay, Paula, I didn't see your question. It says, please answer my question, please. Favorite childhood memory? Okay, I have some good ones. I'll tell you one. This is really good, and this might be boring to everybody. Okay, first off, let me explain. When I say I was raised poor, I was raised fucking dirt poor. I went to school for the food. All right. And we lived in a little 3-room apartment, and so in the bedroom you had bunk beds that came out of a damn prison. All right, they were metal with these saggy feather mattresses hanging there that me and my sister shared. And then in the same room, there's a queen-size bed for my mom and my soon-to-be stepdad and then a crib in the corner for my brother who was an infant. And instead of dressers, we had cardboard boxes around the room that were labeled our names. And so I would go to the laundromat, wash and dry the clothes, fold them, come back and put them in their corresponding cardboard box. I mean, we were poor. And our oven didn't work because we freaking burnt the element out trying to heat the house, okay? So when a church gave us a turkey for Thanksgiving one year, my mom breaded and fried that son of a bitch. We had fried turkey like you would chicken. So embarrassing to tell that, but during that time, my stepdad was in prison. And somehow or another, he sent money home for my mom to get me something awesome. And on Christmas Day, I literally, the poorest kid on the block, opened up a Castle Grayskull, like 12 He-Man characters. They had Panther that Skeletor rode. I had Battle Cat that He-Man rode. I was shaking and crying as I was opening this. That right there was my favorite. And really quick, we gotta go. But I will tell you my worst childhood memory. This scarred me for life. This was kindergarten. And again, I was the poor kid, and my last name is Wright, so Wright, always at the end of the alphabet. All right, so here you go. It was Christmas time. Everybody had to bring a gift. Put it in a pile in the middle of the room in kindergarten, and one by one, there were no names or anything on them. So one by one, we got to go up and grab a gift. And for some reason, they went backwards in alphabetical order. So I got to go first. Out of all this big mound of presents and these huge boxes and things, well, for some weird reason, I had just in the last couple of days heard good things come in small packages. So I'm like, I'm going to outsmart them all. I'm going to get the smallest one. So I look around, I walk around this thing, and I pick a little canister. It's about that tall, a cylindrical present. And I go back, and I'm holding it. And then they let everybody pick, right? And we're holding these gifts. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, I don't know what's in here. It could be a watch. It could be something incredible in this thing. And damn, I don't know what I was thinking at 5. Well, they tell us, okay, everybody open them. And I mean, it was like confetti at the Super Bowl, the way we were ripping the damn paper flying everywhere, right? And I open it, and it's this metal canister, and I'm like, wow, who in the hell would send something in a metal canister if it's not protecting something super freaking valuable? So I pull the lid off of this thing, and I look, and I'm like, oh man, they've got it wrapped in this black wool stuff. This has got to be something precious and valuable. And I pull it out, and the black wool was the gift. It was a single pair of black wool socks. And I'm looking around, and I see Lone Ranger and Tonto action sets being opened up. G.I. Joe stuff. This girl got a freaking Weeble treehouse. And I got a single pair of black socks. I'm telling you what, I fucking bawled my eyes out. The lady came over to me, my teacher. She's trying to console me. I'm like, I was just in shock. I still am thinking about it. And she said, well, this was left over. This was extra, and gave me one of those Play-Doh things that, you know, you put in the Play-Doh and you press it down and it'll squirt out like spaghetti or these star-shaped tubes or whatever. But I like to say, you know, mine was broken, that every time I put mine and pressed it, only thing that came out was bad memories and regret. But let me tell you, man, That was my black sock Christmas, and that was the worst possible. And I'm telling you what, I have seen horrible things in my life, and that one really hit me. But hell, if I ever go on, let's make a deal. Do you think for 1 second I'm gonna take one of these little boxes versus a curtain or a door? Hell no, I'm not doing that shit again. I'll take a zonk. Okay, so we gotta go. So I'm gonna do this. I want to end on a good note, like Terry T says. Hell, I don't even need to spin anymore. Tell me which one you want me to do. I'll let you vote. Do you want me to go for what? Rotten fish, a rotten egg, barf. Let me see. For the ones I see most real quick, I'll go till I get one of those. Thank you, Natasha Conrad. Thank you. That is terrible. I've thought that since I grew up. Who in the hell would send one single pair of black wool socks to a kid as a present? Oh, Aaron. Okay, they're saying do 2 at a time, and it looks like rotten egg wins. Okay, so rotten egg is white with yellow swirls. All right, let's see. Here we go. I think that's got a little speckle to it. I should have got my damn glasses. All right, here's 2. Nothing. That's so good. That was so tasty. Son of a gun. I mean, I better not cross any train tracks or something. My luck is too good. All right, here goes. I swear, I got a dud box or something, guys. I really do. I'm going to eat these green ones. What the hell? I'm trying so hard, man. I brought this for a reason, man. I ain't down with gross stuff. All right, I'm pretty sure this is going to be moldy cheese, maybe. That's 2 at a time. God, Dubs. You may be right, brother. He said I like the taste of shitty things. I might. I don't know, man.
Being that damn poor kid.
That's it. Being a poor kid. Forced to eat Brussels sprouts. Son of a bitch. All right, time's running out. This is it. This is it, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll bring these to our chat. I eat all the good ones and let Chris eat them. These are 2. We're going to shoot for dog food again. Best damn dog food I've ever had in my life. Chris, hold on. There was a hint right there. Yeah.
Of dog food?
Yeah, I got dog food that time. Yeah. Since I ate 2, one of them must have been pudding and one's dog food. Oh, yeah. That's definitely dog food right there. I got one. I shouldn't have took 2. All right, guys, I'll take these over to Chris's and see if he'll eat one. He should be scared because I think I've cleaned house on this. I think I've eaten all the good ones. But I want to give yeah, that's dog food. I'm breathing it now. I just want to say that Austin Gonder and Aaron Habig and Anonymous, you guys, you did win shirts. And Aaron, something tells me that you emailed me. Maybe you messaged me somewhere, but I felt like I saw a size for you, but I looked back through my emails. I haven't seen a size for you and your address and everything. So if you would, Aaron, I know you're here. DustOnTheThrone@gmail. Well, you email me your entry. Please, if you don't mind, shoot me an email with the size and your address and our PO box, whatever, and I'll get that out there to you. And Austin Gonder, please shoot me an email. And Anonymous, you know who you are. Please shoot me an email. Let me check one thing before I let you guys go. I saw some of these super chats come in. Aaron, thanks. You said prayers and well wishes, man. Yeah, I hate dealing with this. I really do. Because I'm by nature, I'm a happy guy, really happy-go-lucky, and I've been known, to cheer everybody up. And when I'm not feeling like that, it bothers me. But I appreciate the prayers and well wishes. I need them because I think this is hereditary, and I'm going to have a hard time. And I don't want to put a muffler on my brain with any kind of mind-altering drugs. But I would rather take a medicine than feel like I feel all the time. So I'm at a real crossroads. And Lala Gig said, "Sing me a song," and I tried earlier. Carol Brown said favorite sports memory, and I think I mentioned that. And I do have some bad sports memories that I'm actually going to do a video on. I've got 2 incredible sports idols that I met who snubbed me really bad, and I'm going to do a video on that and put it on my sports channel because I want the world to know it. Broke my heart, and you will not believe who it was and how they did it. So keep your eyes open on my sports page for that. That's called Dust, Daily Useless Sports Trivia. And then Aaron said, "No more Black Sox ever again." Thank you so very much, Aaron. And I hope you got my message. I hope you heard me earlier. If you would, just send me that. Amanda Stewart, love you too, baby doll. You're such a sweetheart. You have been from the beginning. Tom Bystander says, "Jordan, heard he's an ass." I've heard the same thing. He lives here in Charlotte now, and since he owns the team, I've heard that too. But I think you'll find some humor in me getting snubbed because I do try to find a silver lining in everything. So looking back, I can kind of tell the story in a humorous way, but they were douchebags. And they're huge names in the world of sports. And it was face to face, just like this, snubbing me. Tom Bystander, I'm glad I made your night, man. I just really wanted to come out of the doldrums and do something fun. And my son saw this today and said I might ought to do that. And it might cheer me up and cheer you guys up. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, man. I look forward to seeing you soon in about 5 minutes on SmokeScreen, man. This is my longest live stream ever, I believe. But I'll see you on the other side, guys. Valor Tadias.